Hey. Hey, girl.
Y'all. Hey, people.
Hi, people. Hey, people. La, 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 la. Where's my fucking vape?
Morning Giggles.
This is our first attempt at having a podcast.
Yeah. Woo.
This is something we've been talking about since, September.
No, literally since, the beginning of senior year. And guess what? We're, 3 weeks away from being not in college anymore.
It's currently March something.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been talking about this since September. And people have been record it. And we're like, nah.
Mm-hmm. Guys, it's not just that we think we're funny. Other bitches think we're funny too. So, we gotta.
It's just I don't know what to say. I'm really scared.
No, it's okay. Guys, if you can't tell, we've never done this. This is new.
We've never done this before.
But, we're so excited to, keep going.
Our podcast virginity.
Mm-hmm.
Well, mine. You did a podcast today.
I did. I was a guest star on a podcast today. Just so y'all know, I usually sound, a little bit gayer than this. But I be so bass. I be giving bass tonight. I might have COVID.
Well,
maybe I have vape lung. Just kidding. I got vape lung.
Vape lung.
But anyway.
Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna throw up.
Oh, she just threw up. You guys didn't see it. Sorry, you didn't get to see. It's pretty hot. I don't know.
We thought about doing this because we would, on Thursdays, we go out because it's pitcher night at Brothers, $4 pitchers, and then it's also karaoke night at the Chug.
And we're a sucker for a good bargain, and we're a sucker for a good tune. So we'd wake up on Friday nights and be like, oh my God, bitch, morning giggle.
Morning giggle. We would sit there and we just laugh for 3 hours. We would discuss the night and then discuss everything that's going on.
Yep. And we'd miss our classes.
We would miss our classes. I would never go to my Bible class.
Pussy letters.
Pussy letters 143.
Yeah.
I would never go to that because I was having morning giggle.
For real.
So we were we need to have a morning giggle. And then we never did.
No, we didn't.
So now we're
here. It's the end of the semester morning giggle, so it's it's a little sad, but you guys are here for
the last of it.
Thick of it.
We have because we just started being friends this year.
No, yeah.
And
bro, we be kikiing we've been friends our whole lives, but
no.
She's low-key a stranger to me. I don't know. I'm just sitting on her bed.
Sitting on my bed, rubbing your toes together. Under my blanket. Doing what? Shooting the shit.
Oh my God, Lizzie, be quiet. That's our bestie, Lizzie.
Lizzie's singing in the back.
No, Lizzie, literally shut up.
Lizzie, stop.
Lizzie, stop. Okay. Lizzie, shut it up.
What do we talk about on the podcast?
Yeah, so we only just started becoming friends this year. Me and Riley became friends because she gave me COVID.
Hey. I didn't mean to.
She did. She actually gave my mom COVID too.
Hey! I didn't mean to.
Exposed. Yeah.
Okay, so we're both in acapella at college, which we could
Pitch
do a
Perfect.
whole.
No.
We could do a whole episode about how acapella and it's a cult and
literally.
the weirdness. We'll do a whole episode about that.
No, because we gotta come up with code names.
Oh,
we'll come up with names.
We can't say government, and we'll come up with names for people.
Yeah, we will. They'll figure it out, but it's okay.
I don't care. I'm leaving.
It's fine. I graduate.
I'm gone.
Yeah.
But we're both in acapella, different groups, and then where did we meet? What party?
Well, we met freshman year.
We had class together for our first class freshman year together.
Mm-hmm. Literally babies. I was straight. Riley was blonde. The rest is history.
And now we're gay and brunette. So look how far we've come.
So gay. Back off, Riley's gay.
Back off.
Anyways, yeah, freshman year, and then we never saw each other again.
No, because COVID happened. We got sent home. Sophomore year, it was pretty much all online. Mm-hmm. And then last year, I was coordinator of TPL last year, and I sat in on auditions, and you came in. And I remember because I turned around to people in UNR, and I was like, I know him. I was like, we had class together. He's really nice. And they were like, yeah.
Per. Yeah.
No, I'm vouch for you even when I don't know you. Yeah.
Yeah, acapella brought us back together.
But we were at this party. I don't remember when.
Yeah.
Okay, we met at what's his face's house? Kearns. Like, we reconnected there. Because
it wasn't at Kenny's house?
No, that was a different night.
Oh, Kearns
that was like
was
a week.
before that?
Yeah. Kearns was before that, and I
okay.
saw you there, and I was like, "Do you remember me?"
And I was like, "Bitch, no."
I pulled that whole bit. I was like, "Do you remember me?"
No, I'm sure I was like, "Oh my god."
You were like, "Yes, I remember you." And we were talking. It was like in the hallway right before, like when you walked in, like in the foyer / hallway area, and we were chatting in there with Kenny, maybe Ben.
Probably Ben, yeah.
We were just chatting in there for a while, and then it was your guys' solo show. And we had a after party, and it was just my group and his group. And then I gave him COVID.
She did. She said, well, no, first she gave my mom COVID.
How I do that first?
Set the record. Because she was sitting right behind my damn mama. Literally, angel, literally sent from the gods. She said she was breathing so damn hard with her COVID breath that she gave it to my mom. My mom said, and then we went to a party after, and she gave it to me because she was like, oh my god, hit my vape.
I didn't know.
Ew.
Oh my god. I almost threw up and burped at the same time.
In case you didn't believe me, that was a vape cough right there.
Shut up. Oh my god. I must throw up and burped at the same time. I did.
So anyways, so that's the proof.
Hold on.
She did say...
Let me keep talking after doing this water.
She did say, hit my vape. And I said, yeah. So I did.
I'm seeing stars. After that. But, so that... No, I don't think okay.
Who else was there?
I don't know.
You only remember...
I think that Ashton and I got it from Mallory. Mallory, if you're listening to this is no shade to you. But I think that we got it from you, and then we gave it... Because I was in my area of not going to class. So I wasn't going anywhere. So I think Mallory gave it to us, because we rode in the car together. And then... when we were singing in Anderson, the national anthem, come on. And then we went back, and then I remember we had the party, and then a couple days later was TPL UNR Easter egg hunt. I was feeling so ill the entire day, and then I think Otto or someone was like, someone in UNR has COVID. And he wouldn't tell us who. We're like, who? And he's like...
What are the odds that it was fucking little old me? You know what I mean? Out of everybody in that damn group, it had to be me. The bitch that didn't even talk back then.
You did not talk back then.
Not quiet. I was a reserved little gay boy. You know what I mean?
That was when I gave you my number. I was like, text me about Kendra's class.
And what did I put your name?
Kylie.
I said your name, Kylie. And so I texted Kylie.
You did. I didn't know your last name at the time, so I just had it Chandler, and you still don't have a last name on my phone. You're just Chandler.
Disrespectful. Do you even know my last name now?
Yeah.
Do you know my first name?
I do.
Don't say it.
I do. I know your full name. Your government name. I can bleep it out.
I know your name too.
No, you don't. You don't know my middle name.
Yeah, I do.
I doubt it.
Uh-huh.
What is it? No.
Fuck.
Yeah, it is.
Girl, fuck you. I knew that.
And then I went home and I took a COVID test and it was negative. And so I woke up and I wore a mask because I was like coughing.
Yeah.
Wore my mask, went to class. My roommate tested positive, and she was like, do you want me to go to my boyfriend's? I was like, yeah. And I was like, still, and I went home, took another one, negative. The next day, I went to Walgreens to take a test, and I was like, they called me, and they're like, you're positive. It was the last week, it was finals week.
I know, which was like a blessing and a curse.
I know, because I got to do everything from home. I was like, I don't gotta go to class.
That was the second time I got COVID.
It's the first time.
Both times I got COVID from hitting a damn vape.
Don't hit a vape anymore.
I know, I'm sober now.
Me too. Hold on. I got mucus.
Yeah, hit that throat, yeah.
Sorry. Hold on.
Ooh.
I've been choking bad lately.
It's that Nick Lung.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I haven't vaped in weeks.
No, me neither.
That's why I quit.
It's just getting out.
Because I'm, like, too old to be doing it.
I read an article in the interview. Just kidding. Copyright.
Copy.
What else? So, yeah, then
we
were bonded by COVID.
Okay, and then we didn't talk, like, the entire summer.
No, yeah.
And then...
Literally, fuck that whole drunk memory.
And then, like, the week before my birthday, I went out to the bars with Carter, and he was like, Chandler's gonna come. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And then you sat down at Brothers, and I was like, you want to come to my birthday party?
Coincidentally, I wasn't even friends with Carter then either.
You just showed... You had your passport with you because you lost your ID. That's what I remember about you.
Literally, you saw me in the window whipping out my damn passport.
You had your full passport, and I was like, what is he doing?
Yeah, no, my ID was lost.
And then you sat down, and then within 5 minutes, I was like, do you want to come to my birthday party on Saturday?
And I was like, yeah.
And then you came to my birthday party, and then you spent the night at my house. And then that just became a weekly thing.
Yeah, no, I've spent more Thursday nights here than I have at my own home. That couch has my name on it. I'm here every week.
And it's recently started to be Tuesday thing, too. Like, within this semester.
Yeah.
Because did we even go to...
As graduation is approaching, we're like, oh, no.
Did we even go to Mug Club last semester?
No.
I don't think...
I'd only been to, like, one Mug Club ever.
I don't think I've never been to one until this semester.
And then we went, like, randomly, like, 1 week, and we're like, no, fuck that. These drinks are, like, weak.
They're so weak.
Yeah.
But at the Chug, they're not.
No, just never at the Chug. Not Daddy Chug.
But, like, Tuesdays, usually we either do wine. We do wine, like, quite often, I feel like.
Yeah.
We'll do a little wine night.
We were on a tequila kick for a minute.
I know, but then we're really poor now, so we're drinking Skull vodka tonight.
And, like, y'all, like, not to get nasty, but, like, we be shitting. Like, one thing about us... We gonna be shitting.
No, wake up in the morning.
So the tequila just wasn't good for us.
And it was, honestly, tequila made me mentally worse. I truly believe that. Like, I have a better time when I was drunk, I think. When I drink tequila, I feel like I have a better time. But the next morning, I've noticed, like, since I stopped drinking tequila, because when I would drink tequila, I'd wake up and be like, I want to die.
Yeah.
And have these intense anxiety attacks and, like, be so terrible the entire day. Yeah. But now... Recently, we drank rum last time.
Yeah.
And then vodka tonight. And I think the time before that we might have had.
Which, I'm a whiskey rum girl. Like, I know we'd be drinking lights over here, but, like, girl, I'm a man.
I know. I love whiskey. Like, I'm down. If I'm drinking whiskey, though, I can't mix. Like, I have to have...
No, I like it because it's, like, you just sip on it. Like, you don't mix it with a bunch of shit.
Do you know what it's good with?
What?
A Diet Dr. Pepper.
Oh, Diet Dr. Pepper.
Oh, I love it.
having Diet Coke.
Diet Dr. Pepper is my favorite diet drink. I don't like Diet Coke.
That's based. I like Diet Coke, but I've also never tried Diet Dr. Pepper.
I can taste the diet in drinks. Like Diet Coke, Diet Pepsi, I don't like it at all. Because I love that sugar. Diet Dr. Pepper is the one that doesn't taste like diet to me.
Oh.
Or I like Coke Zero, too. But Diet Dr. Pepper and either honey Jim Beam or vanilla.
Fire.
Honey or vanilla.
Jim Beam in general, girl.
Yeah, it's good.
If I have a couple, like, bags to spare on a check, girl, I'm getting Jim Beam.
Oh, yeah.
Jim Beam's so fire.
Maybe we should do that next week. If we split it.
Oh, yeah. What I got going on next week?
I can't afford...
Actually, I have a standing appointment in this apartment, like, at least twice a week, so...
Yeah, at some point next week we'll do a little... Because I've been I want whiskey, but I can't be crazy like I used to and mix my darks and lights anymore.
No, y'all, one thing about us, we're old.
No, I'm just, like, grossed out right now.
Yeah, we're old. Like...
Even since the beginning of the semester, I feel like I drink differently.
Definitely.
Because we used to, like, shut down the Chug.
No, for real.
They'd be like, it's 3 a.m.
Make your way to the door. Yeah.
And then we would go have a little snack and go home.
And we were those bitches. We were there. But, like, I think that was part of me. Like, I did not go out once I turned... For legal reasons, I did not have a fake ID. But, bitch, I had a fake ID. And... I still didn't go to the bars because I was just like, fuck Muncie, like, I didn't want to do it. Well, but then once we started hanging out, like, I actually went to Brothers, I went to the Chug or whatever, but... Like, I don't know.
I would go every once in a while with Ashley and Kenny and Ben last year. Because they were the only other ones that I knew that were 21. So I was like, sure. And it was probably like once or twice a month. But now we'd be going every week.
We do.
And it's not that good for me.
You're not that good, but we've also, like, we have taken some weeks where, like, let's not go out. We can still kiki at home.
Okay, but we say that.
No, but then we got, yeah.
Because Thursday we were like, I'm not going to go out. But then I texted you and I was like, what if a light night?
No, we're back.
And then we did a light night, but the people that we were with did not do a light night.
No, literally, we'll go out and be like, yeah, like 2 drinks, whatever. And we'll do 2 drinks, but then, like, the group is, like, we have one person that's just like, no, we're backing out tonight.
I feel like I've recently been aware of how much I can drink. Because I don't think that's a skill that I learned until recently.
I agree. Yeah.
Because I think I was bad at the beginning of the year.
I think I was too. I would drink, like, not in a deep way, but, like, I would drink to feel something. Like, I would drink until, like, I was like, oh, fuck, like, I'm drunk. And now it's just, like, I have, like, the amount of drinks that I drink every time that I go out to get to a good level, and then I go home. Home being here, but, you know.
I think that because even before, I didn't really drink before I was 21. I mean, I did, like, in high school, I drank, like, 3 or 4 times. I didn't drink too often, because I was just scared of it.
Yeah.
And then freshman year, I didn't drink. I would drink on, like, every other Friday night when I go to the frats. Or, well, Thursdays, because Thursdays. Thursdays, I'd have to ask one of my frat babes for a jersey. And then I would, every once in a while, go out on Fridays. And it would take me, like, 1 Four Loko, and I'd be drunk the entire night.
Girl, them Four Locos used to hit.
Oh, my God, let me tell you this story. It's not about a Four Loko, but, like, one of the first times, like, I drank at college, I was with one of my friends from high school. I went to her dorm, and I had, like, she had Malibu or something from her mom gave her some Malibu. I had, like, 4 shots. I was, like, wasted.
Off Malibu, girl?
Yes. No, I genuinely was so drunk. And, like, I went to the frat. I was going crazy. And then she's, like, started talking shit about me. And she was like, she was not drunk. I was genuinely drunk. Like, and I was like, what? Like, it makes me mad to this day. Because I was like, I was severely, like, 4 or 5 shots. I was fucked up.
Yeah.
And, like, one beer, like, one Natty Light at the frat.
Yeah. It's probably the beer that did it, girl.
I was drunk.
Yeah.
And then, like, because I fell down a hill that night. And I have the pictures to prove it because I couldn't fucking walk. And then I went to it was freshman, I was, like, 18 before I even turned 19. Went there, was going crazy. And then, like, she was talking shit about me. And I was like, and I bought her a pizza that night, too. I did. No, maybe it was, like, the next week. Yeah. The next week, one of the weeks, like, it was just me and her. And we went to get a pizza. And I paid for it. And then everyone was like, no, she was talking mad shit about you. And I was like, I have I don't know what to tell you. I was a baby. And also freshman year,
freshman year, your tolerance is, like, low as fuck.
No, because I barely drank in high school. Like, I'm telling you, like, 4 times I got drunk throughout high school.
And, like, something about, like, the mental, like, oh no, like, I have to find someone who can give me alcohol. I have to make this bottle last at least, like, 3 functions. At least. Like, girl, you're gonna get drunk after 2 shots. Yeah. Just because it's a mind game, you know?
And, like, just because I didn't know, I would, like, I think part of it definitely was, like, psychological. Like, I'm drinking. But, like, some of it, I was like, I'm actually kind of drunk.
My first time, like, it was during Welcome Week, freshman year. I was walking down frat row, because boys were allowed to get into frats. Because, oh my God, I'm rushing. And I found a full, unopened Four Loko on the side of the road. I picked that hoe up, and I drank the fuck out of that hoe. And I shared it with all my friends, and I got so drunk that night.
No, Four Lokos would get...
That was the first time I ever had a Four Loko. It was from the side of the road. God blessed me that day.
Who did we get Four Lokos from? My freshman... I think it was one of my friend's older sisters. I'm pretty sure. And this one guy in La Follette. I don't remember his name. We talked about it before.
I'm pretty sure we got, like, from the same guy. Yeah, and there was this guy named D. in Johnson.
I never met. I never got from. I think what was his name in La Follette? What was his name?
Jordan.
No.
Cameron.
Yeah. I knew Cameron, and he would get me Four Lokos all the time.
Had a full child. Had a whole.
He had a child. I did not know that.
He was hustling for his kid.
Oh my! I never told you about this. Ooh. One of my first days of college. So my first day that I was there, my roommate went to go to see her sister because her sister was a senior, and I was like, let me go on Tinder. I met this guy. What's his name? Let me think.
If I fucked him too?
I never had sex with that man. What was his name?
Jack, Charlie,
I remember.
John,
Okay, let's
Billy
just
Joe.
for this more. Let's call him Mike because I don't. So I met this guy named Mike, and he had a roommate, and let's call him Jordan.
Period.
And so I met Mike. We were hanging out.
What dorm?
La Follette.
Okay, perfect.
And then I was like, you're really cool. So the next day I go over there. It was him and his roommate Jordan, and a bunch of his other friends that he'd made within the day, and they hand me a Juul, a dab pen, and 3 beers at the same time.
Oh, whoa.
Like, so I drank all 3 of those beers.
You said I gotta look cool.
And I did, and I hit the dab pen a few times, like, and I had smoked weed like twice in my life before then, and they were terrible times. And then I was just hitting their Juul, like going, like I don't know what I was doing, and then I was like, oh shit, come on, Mike, I have to meet my roommate because we're supposed to go to the hypnotist. Remember, there was a hypnotist that was in Pruis.
I remember. Girl.
Yeah, and I was crossed during the hypnotist. Don't remember a thing. I still have pictures of me being like.
Do you remember that I was that guy?
You were there?
I was Bruno Mars.
What?
Dead ass.
You
don't remember that?
I don't remember a single thing about that.
I guess
I was crossed.
so crossed. Yeah. No, I was the main guy in the hypnotist show. Like the guy who was. No, dead ass. Y'all, this is live. Like, I was the guy who was hypnotized to think that he was Bruno Mars.
I don't remember that happening.
So for at least 2 years after, people would come up to me and be like, were you Bruno Mars? Yeah. No, fully, it was fucking wild. It was wild. This was before we even, like, had classes, y'all. This was, like...
Oh.
Before we had classes, during Welcome Week, shit was wild. We were going out every night, like... Crazy.
Okay, then we went to that. That was wild. The next day I go back over. I'm sitting in his dorm with him and his roommate. Mike leaves. I'm left alone with Jordan. And he was like, I know you. And I looked at him and I was like, oh. I had been talking to him from May till like a week before college because we matched on Bumble.
Oh.
And we were like... And it just went downhill from there. Like, they would go, because they were both trying to rush. One of them, Jordan's in a frat now. I'm not going to say his frat just in case. In case. Jordan's in a frat now. And then, but Mike dropped out of college after freshman year.
Mike.
And Mike comes, I was like at his dorm, and like I went over there one night, and he was so drunk. Like, he was like trying to have... Oh, he was trying to have sex with me. I was like, no. I was like, ew,
nasty.
no.
Your breath smelled like stomach acid.
And then I was like, and he was like, oh, you're so smart. Like, you're so respectful. I was like, ew, why would I try to have sex with you right now?
Yeah, no.
It was so odd. And then I was like crying about him. And then, like, I was crying one night about him. And then I heard, knock, knock, knock on my door. It is... we're gonna call him
Jim Beam.
We're gonna call him Jim Beam. Jim Beam is at my door. I was like, what's wrong? And he's like, wait, you first. So I was like, yeah, he's like being like so crazy. It's just the first week in college. Like, I met this guy for like 4 days and I was crying over him. And he was like, my roommate just hates me so much. Like, I was like, I don't know what to do.
Fuck Jim Beam's boyfriend. No, me and Jim Beam's roommate had a whole moment. Girl, that man was fine.
I saw him like once because I went over there.
What's his name? Danny.
We'll say Danny. Okay, can we pause? 'Cause I have to piss really fast.
How we pause?
No, I'll edit it.
It's okay. I'll talk to them.
I'll edit it.
Okay.
Okay.
Should we start where we left off?
Yeah, we were sorry. We just took a little break.
We had a piss break. his brain.
Let me like move. Okay, I can't wait for everyone to hear the creaks of my bed.
No, literally. No, imagine when she's fucking. Oh, never mind.
Stop. No, it's like a fucking seal. Okay.
Ciao, anyways,
So we're talking
about Jim Beam.
Yeah. So Jim Beam was just a horrible person.
Very that.
I'm swallowing some mucus. Sorry. You were talking about Jim Beam's roommate, Danny.
Danny, yeah, girl. Danny was fire. Danny actually introduced me to SZA.
Really?
I'd never heard of SZA. Danny and I spent a night together, and he introduced me to SZA for the first time. I had never even heard of that hoe, and Danny changed my life because I love SZA.
Yeah.
SZA could fuck me, actually.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah, Danny holds a special place in my heart simply for SZA. But back to you were saying, Jim Beam showed up at your dorm and was like, "You too?"
Yeah. He like knocked on my door. I went out there and I was like, ugh. Because my freshman year roommate Laura loved her. Like, I love her to death. Mm-hmm. Love her till I die. And then I was like, ugh, why is this man bringing problems? I was worried that she was going to hate me.
Yeah.
I was like, why is this man like coming and bringing problems? I was like, okay.
Like, I've only been doing this for 2 fucking days.
Literally. I was like, okay, backtrack. Over the summer before freshman year, you know, everyone's like trying to make friends.
Mm-hmm. You get those like snap groups.
Snap groups. We were in a snap group together because it was full of people who sang. Mm-hmm. And we started talking and we like realized that we knew mutual people. We went to McAllister's together. Mm-hmm. We had a good talk and I knew that he was weird, but I was like, okay, this is when I need to get into a friend group. This is like, I can figure it out. At least I know someone going
Wait,
to
is this Jim Beam or is this creepy guy?
This is Jim Beam.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Who's creepy guy?
Dorm. The one who you're...
Oh, Mike. Yeah, Mike's not in this story anymore.
Okay, perfect.
We're done with
We're on Jim Beam.
We're on Jim Beam.
Love it.
So, Jim Beam...
McAllister's.
We went to McAllister's. Yeah. We had a good talk. He was nice, but I knew immediately he was weird because he was just saying some, like, Republican-ass shit.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I was like, if this is, like, it's someone I know. We're in the same major. We're going to be living in the same building. Yeah. So, it's someone I know.
Gotta be, like, a little friendly.
Yeah. So, like, it's someone that I will at least know because I knew my roommate, and that was, like, basically it. I knew my roommate and a couple girls from high school that lived in Neuer. Mm-hmm. That's basically it. So, I was like, okay, this is fine. He knocks on my freaking door. I go out there. And he was like, what's wrong? So I tell him, I was like, blah, blah, blah. I really like this guy. And he, no response. He just was like, yeah, well, my roommate hates me.
It's so funny that you were dealing with that because I was also dealing with that, but I didn't know you.
I didn't know you either.
I was like, oh my God, fuck him. Meanwhile, like, I was in his roommate's bed. You know, like... It's like, yeah, fuck your roommate, like...
And then he ended up... what was it, like, the first few weeks of school he moved rooms?
Yeah, or like, within the first month, for sure.
It was, like, probably week 2 or 3.
Yeah, because he moved 2 doors down from me.
He moved downstairs.
Yeah, he moved 2 doors down. It was me, the RA, and then him.
So you were on floor 2. Mm-hmm. I was on 3.
We were probably like right.
I was 373 right across from the bathroom.
So
me too. My IBS, I could just and go.
Shit
in the night. Oh my God, I have a story. But I'm crossing my fingers so I remember it. About shitting.
He was like, "Fuck my roommate."
He was like, "My roommate sucks," and then he moved in with this like frat bro.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember his name at all.
I know his name. I won't say it. He's engaged now. Good for him.
Oh, okay. Slay. And then we kind of like lost contact throughout the year. I saw him like a couple of times. I went to breakfast with him and a few of his friends. No, I went to La Follette with other people. Oh, perfect. But we went to Neuer one morning. Yeah. We were all hungover. We went to Neuer because he was like, "Do you want to come with?" And I was like, "Sure." Because freshman year I didn't have a lot of friends.
Yeah, no, me neither.
I had like my girls from high school, my boyfriend at the time, and like a couple girls from my dorm, and that's it. Mm-hmm. I didn't really talk to anybody because I was so anxious at the time, and we kind of lost contact. And then halfway through the year, it was probably, like, January, February, like, before COVID. And he was like, come to my dorm. I was like, okay. And then I go to his dorm. He starts chatting about how rich his family is.
Girl, yeah. Jim Beam would do this shit often.
Jim Beam, he told me about, like, his family. He was like, we're so wealthy. We're getting this $1 million house.
He had maids.
Yeah, maids.
Yeah.
Was it in Virginia or North Carolina or something?
And also Geist. Or Meridian, Kessler, and Indy.
Yeah, but I remember Virginia specifically because he showed me the house that he was either owned or was gonna own or something.
Yeah, I remember that
and
too.
And he was like, my maid is gonna do this and that. And then he was like, so next year. And I was like, what? He was like, would you want to live together?
No way.
And listen to this. We hadn't talked for a few months. Like, obviously, every once in a while he would slide up on my story and be like, hey, but like, we would never hang out. Mm-hmm. And then he did that. And I was like, I'll have to talk to my parents about it.
Do you want to know something? Jim Beam also asked me that, and he wanted to get a 6-bedroom house with me, my current roommate Simon, Pop-Tart, and 2 people that he knew. Girl,
what if I was one of those people? I was probably one of those people.
What if we were living together sophomore year?
Oh my god, because
that's wild.
That one he was, and then he like realized he had no friends or something, and then he tried to get me to move into the Village expensive ones.
They've died.
One of the expensive ones with him, and I was like, nah. It was at the VP. I was like, and I was just like, I'll let you know, because I can't say no to people.
During that, like, same timeline, because, like, eventually, like, COVID happened, but before then, like, it was, like, leading up to COVID, obviously we didn't know, but we would go to my friend Macy's dorm, and we would watch The Bachelor, like, every week. And we go to her room, and we make margaritas, and we drink or whatever. My friend Macy and Pop-Tart were on the top bunk, me and her were on the bottom bunk, and all of a sudden, Jim Beam whips out his dick in front of me on the bottom bunk. And I said, oh, what, girl? I said, put that shit away. I'm literally watching The Bachelor, like, bye.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, no, so he was, like, whipping our shit out. And I was like, put that away. Like, our friends are literally, like, right above us. And also, like, ew. But do you know something horrible? Do you know something horrible?
Yeah.
That dick was huge.
Oh, I bet.
That dick was huge.
He looks like he would.
I know, it's so sad.
He's a small man, but I can tell.
God wastes his greatest gifts on the worst people.
Well,
it was horrible. Then, eventually, shit happened. He was in my dorm. Girl, I know.
Not Jim.
Anyways. Jim Beam did the damn thing, and it was raps after that. I was like, no more.
Yeah.
Okay, like, whatever. Keep in mind, y'all, I was still deciding if I was gay at this point. I was like,
this was freshman year when Chandler was gay and I was blonde. I mean, straight and I was blonde.
I was very straight.
You were straight.
I had actually, like, started low-key dating a woman that year. While also being outed.
Yeah, I remember that.
While also being outed and coming out at the same time. Child, anyways. So that happened
in class, bro.
So that's a story for another day.
That's a different story.
But yeah, so I left that all together, and then over the summer he was like, because we still had mutual friends and we were gonna hang out or whatever, and he was like, hey, like when we go to our friend's house, like, do you want to come to my car and like pick up during COVID? I said, literally, I kid you not, I was like, I'm like scared of COVID, like. I don't think that's a good idea. Like, I don't think we should do that. No. So I was like, no, that's okay. And then he was mad, and he didn't even come to the function because I wasn't going to hook up with him.
This man, like, was very touchy with girls, and he got in trouble because he knew mutual friends of mine. They did, like, acting together, and he was, like, touching girls or something.
Yeah. And
got kicked out. And then he was very touchy towards me a few times, and then it just got uncomfortable It's part of the reason I stopped hanging out with him.
Just weird overall.
And then on top of that, he was like, I'm gay. And then he was also homophobic.
He would use that, like, to his, like, advantage. And be like, no, also, like, I am so conservative. Like, I love Trump. Like, what? That should make sense.
He would be like, let me touch your boobs, but I'm gay. And I'm like, no.
No, fully. Yeah, no.
I was like, I don't care if you're gay. I don't care if you're straight. I'm not letting anyone touch my boobs. Like, get a grip.
No, like, don't touch my boobs. Like...
I just was, like, so off-put by that.
No.
And that was fully when I had a boyfriend, too. I was like, I have a boyfriend. He was like, yeah.
Like so?
He's like, I'm gay. I was like, I don't care if you're gay.
Fully. Ugh.
That man.
Jim Beam bad.
But Jim Beam...
And Jim Beam has had it rough since then. We won't get into that, because we probably shared too much.
I don't care. Jim Beam dropped out of college.
But
for a job.
Jim Beam also had a corporate job.
But he also came from money and, like, rich parents. So,
yeah,
like, of
so
course,
it didn't even matter.
Jim Beam got a DUI, so
yeah,
that's all
Jim
I care
Beam
about.
fully ran into a home. Jim Beam, I kid you not, Jim Beam ran into a home while he was driving. He said, all I had was 2 beers and, like, a $53 shot of whiskey.
Glass of whiskey.
No, fully.
I was like,
if that doesn't show you privilege, bestie.
A $53 glass.
Of whiskey.
Like, he told the cops how much that cost. Because that was in their police report.
And that was just his personality. Like, he always
like, talked about... I don't care.
He would fully be like, yeah, I spent $18 on my meal today. I'm like, okay, Bessie, we have a meal plan.
Yeah, like it's $8 for a meal swipe, babe. Like, what?
Okay, so you spent 3 meal swipes in one day, period. Me too. Like,
oh.
God.
And that was, like, kind of the end of freshman year.
It was, because then COVID happened, and we were like...
Because my boyfriend and I broke up, like, a couple days before COVID happened, and then we got the email on the Wednesday, and I was like, I'm going home.
Mm-hmm. And Riley sacrificed so that I could get in a relationship, because I got in a relationship, like, the day COVID happened.
Yeah, so I got broken up with, so you can...
Give and take, y'all. One door closes, the window fucking opens.
And then you got in your relationship.
I did.
And then that was the end of freshman year.
It was.
And then, like, the rest was at home, and it was awful.
And then, like, y'all, we can't even talk about sophomore year, because what the fuck happened?
No, literally, I lived with my very best friend in the world. I lived with her and this other girl, and it was just not good. My best friend and I, we would just be like, it'd be, like, 4 a.m. We'd be like, you want to take a shot to go to bed? Oh, let's wake up at 3 p.m. Like, it wasn't good. It was
just bad. COVID was bad,
and the other girl we lived with was just not super nice to us.
Yeah.
She was just kind of, like, she made a mess a lot, and and then she also, like, several times would bring up my ex-boyfriend and how she was going to match with him on Tinder, and I'd be like, what?
Oh, my God. Bessie, I wish we could do a podcast on your ex-boyfriend, but we can't. This ex-boyfriend... Which people probably figured it out. Like, I don't care. Well, yeah.
Because it's the timeline.
Don't say too much, but, say enough.
There was just so much that I could say about him. If I didn't have connections to him still, I would say all of the things.
Yeah. And it would be a good fucking pod.
Maybe one day in, 2 years.
We do a morning giggle in 3 years.
Honestly, a year from now. Because what connection will I have to those people?
Right.
Right now, I just have to get through this, so I can't...
to get through that.
But once it... Because I like the people that he is connected to. Mm-hmm. But I just don't think that I'll be friends with him after college.
Yeah. It's fine. Yeah.
But there's... One day I'm going to do an episode, and it's going to be strictly about that man.
We could...
I have a lit... Fully... I could talk about that man for hours. Because of all the crazy stuff he did. And does to this day.
Bitch, I'm excited for that day.
But at the time, I was like, I still loved him. And my roommate would be like, I saw him on Tinder. I'm gonna like him. I'd be like, shut up.
This was after you broke up?
Yeah. And I was like crying one night, and Sydney defended me every time. Shout out, bestie. She was like, stop, she loves him. I was like, yeah, bestie. Oh my gosh, Sydney needs to be on an episode because...
No, we gotta get Sydney on that. We gotta get Sydney on the pod.
We have to be sober, though, for Sid.
Yeah.
We can't be...
No, 100%.
Because I would, die. I'm never being drunk around her in my life.
No, never. But that would be a good pod still.
Oh, it'd be good.
Y'all, we'd be kicking when we drunk, but we he won't be sober too. Like,
yeah, we have to talk about all the funny shit that Cindy did at the beginning of the year.
Oh my
like,
God.
we can touch on it, but we're on sophomore year right now.
Yeah, no.
Sophomore year, nothing really happened.
Oh, yeah.
I joined acapella.
Nothing happened for me.
I failed pretty much, like, second semester. I failed, like, 3 of my classes.
Mm-hmm. That was, like, when shit, like, quote-unquote, like, went back to normal.
Went back to normal, but, like, it was, like, hybrid half the time. And I was just so depressed.
Did we have... No, we didn't have a class that year. I made that up.
I don't think so.
We haven't had a class since freshman year. Yeah. But I just didn't do shit. Like, I went to my apartment, I went home. I was working at Target. I just didn't do anything else. I just started being in a long-distance relationship. It was the worst shit
So you were,
ever.
like, boyfriend time whenever you can.
I was driving to Chicago every other weekend.
Ugh, that makes me sick.
No, from here, that's a 4-hour drive. Every other weekend to stay for 2 days. But then I'd be like, oh, I could stay another day and miss my class.
It was sophomore year.
It is a miracle that I'm still graduating on time. Like, what?
I'm clearly not, but whatever. It's not entirely my fault. That's another story.
That is another podcast.
That's a whole other podcast.
Girl, we need to be writing this down.
We'll talk about college academic advisors.
Ooh, yeah.
Like, that's, like, college in general, we have a whole shit to talk about.
We just need to make, like, a little code name for, like, actual people, you know?
Oh, yeah. Who?
Melissa.
Who's Melissa?
I'm signing, y'all.
Oh, okay.
Melissa Turnblad.
Melissa Turnblad.
Turned bad.
Turned bad. Melissa Turnblad ruined my life.
Yeah. Fuck Melissa Turnbad.
But that's a whole episode.
No, for real.
That's a whole episode about that girl. But sophomore year, nothing happened. Like, it's genuinely blocked from my memory. Because it was so bad.
Same. I remember being fucking depressed.
Yeah, I just rotted in my room the entire day.
Yeah. And I lived, like, way off campus.
Yeah.
Wait. No, I didn't. I lived really close to campus. Yeah, we're on sophomore year. I lived, like, literally a block from campus. But I only had one in-person class, so I was just like, fuck that.
I lived with Sydney, and she's my best friend, so that's all I would talk to.
Yeah.
I would go to her room and then come back to my room and rot the rest of the day. And
I lived in those apartments, like, next to the village.
Mm-hmm.
I had my fake ID, but I was just, like, not.
It was, like, not it.
No, it wasn't. I wasn't even, like...
It was... And the bars were, like, closed half the time because they had weird hours and...
And my apartment was so cute. But my boyfriend, actually, I think I contradicted myself. My boyfriend was living in Muncie at the time, so I was just never at my apartment.
Facts.
Literally coexisting.
Sophomore year was just... I don't like to think about it.
No, I don't either. It was bad.
It, like, hurts me to think about because I was so depressed.
Yeah.
Like, my room was nasty. Like, nastier than it is now.
Mm-hmm. No, I didn't like sophomore year.
And then junior year...
Ooh.
Oh my god, I'm burping.
Ooh. Yeah, she's throwing up over here.
Junior year it picked up. It got a lot better.
Junior year was better for me too.
I think because that's when I became coordinator of the parallels, and I think that since I had a responsibility, I was like, oh, I have to.
Mm-hmm.
And I was put on academic probation because I failed 3 classes.
Yeah. My
first semester. That's a whole other story. I'll talk about that a different time.
Sure.
But I was like, oh, I have to, like, do this and that and whatever. So, oh my god, my parents don't know I was on academic probation. I never told them.
I exposed on the pod.
They find out from the pod, though. Mom and Dad, I was on academic probation first semester of junior year. Because I was so ill. Anyway.
First semester, I don't really remember that much. I remember relationship issues, like, for real. Like, bad. But then second semester is when I joined acapella.
First semester is when I turned 21.
Oh, same.
Yeah, so
I forgot about her.
I remember my first experience at the Chug. We didn't go to Brothers that night. I didn't go to Brothers for, like, a couple months.
I hadn't gone to Chug for, like, a couple years.
Really?
Yeah.
I just went to the Chug only. Because everyone's like, the Chug is so good, blah, blah, blah. And we went there, and then I had, like, 4 vodka crayons. And a couple people bought me Vegas bombs. Threw up the entire night when I got home. Oh, I'm not kidding you. I was like, and then the next morning I had to go get keys for acapella, and I was like, like, not well.
Yeah.
I don't, like, it's scary how, like, little I remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything significant happening junior year.
Yeah. My friend Rachel, shout out Rachel, turned 21 a couple days after me. So we celebrated our birthday together in Muncie. And we went to Mug Club. That was the first Mug Club I'd ever been. First bar I'd ever been to in Muncie, despite having a fake ID. And I remember getting severely drunk. Severely.
I just can't. Ew.
No.
Oh my god, I just had a memory.
No, thinking about Fresh 21 is bad.
My 21st birthday, I walked into the liquor store on the corner, and I guess earlier in the day they had busted people for having fakes, because it was August, so like early, and so probably it's freshmen coming in.
Yeah. They
checked your ID at the door. So I was like, I walked in, the guy was like, "What are you looking for?" And I was like, today's my birthday, so I don't really know. And so he like checked my ID at the door, and it was so awkward. And he was like, "What do you want?" And I was like, Malibu.
Not Malibu.
So no, I didn't want it, because Cindy and I were like, we really want Malibu.
Yeah.
So I bought us some Malibu. We came back and we drank, and it was really nice. It was a good 21st birthday, because it was like no pressure. We didn't go out.
Yeah.
It was just like Sydney, Ashley, and Ashlyn and I. And we just kind of hung out. I don't know. It was good.
I had like a 21 birthday in Muncie, and then I had another one in Chicago. And I got fucked up for both of those. I don't And then low-key, like, that's the end of junior year.
But I don't remember. Like, we got COVID.
I joined acapella, but that's like when we joined. That's when I got COVID.
Yeah,
you know?
We got COVID, and then the rest is history.
Yeah.
And then past summer was awful for me, at least.
I lived in Chicago. It wasn't the worst, but
no,
no, just kidding. It was the worst. Now that I'm thinking about it, bad.
It was just like mentally a hard time for me, because I was just like getting over COVID when I got home, and then my grandma fell. And my mom had a broken wrist, and I didn't have a job for a little bit, and it was just kind of a mess for a while. And then I came here. I just was like broke for a lot of the summer, got a shitty ass part-time job at a movie theater, had a lot of relationship issues. I didn't know you worked in a movie theater.
I did. I worked in a movie theater for like 5 years, bestie.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I worked there from like in high school, and then I worked there a little bit in college too.
I love movie theaters.
And then I transferred to the one in Chicago when I lived there last summer.
AMC?
No, Landmark.
I don't know her.
Yeah, I know you don't. But yeah, I did that, and then senior year started. I moved into a house, which was wild. Oh my god, the Halloween party.
That's a whole episode too.
I think it is, yeah.
Like some of this we didn't like write down like a whole. We're just doing. This is like a recap of our lives. This is like fast.
This is like the catch you up to speed so that you bitches don't have to be confused next pod.
Yeah. Next pod, you'll understand.
Yeah. So like you can understand like how we became friends, our general like college experience. I'm gay.
Riley's
but
brunette.
I started straight. Riley was blonde. Now it's brunette.
And that's the only major thing that's...
I was skinny and now I'm big.
Yeah.
I think.
That's a whole other episode too about how I got fat.
Me too, girl.
Like senior year has been like, it's flown by because...
It really has. Because
we weren't like friends, and then I met you, and then I was like, let's come to my birthday party actually. And then we just hang out every week.
And then now we're like besties.
Like I'm just trying to remember, like, has anything significant happened this year? Like, yeah.
We be holding each other down. You know what I mean? Like, we go through our little thingies, but like we're like bestie, like shape up, like get over it.
Like I just got out of like a little situationship. That was like weird.
Fuck McDouble.
McDouble it and give it to the next person.
McDouble it and give it to the next person. For real.
There's a lot I could say about that as well. Not
to be that bitch, but I think that's another pod in itself too.
Oh, the things One thing I haven't told you.
No way.
I can't talk to you. I can't do it on the pod right now because I will LOL.
For reference, McDouble it and give it to the next one. I almost fought that bitch last week at the bar.
Oh, we can do like a little talk about that.
About
right
bar
now.
fights? Please.
Yeah. We can talk about St. Patrick's Day really fast.
Yeah.
So, we'll just go. Nothing significant has happened this year. Nothing like super significant has happened this year.
Like
I mean, but like not worth telling right now. Like this is just a recap.
Yeah.
But so last weekend, whatever, St. Patrick's Day.
2 weekends.
Oh damn! Yeah.
I know. Girl.
That was fast.
Drunk brain.
Time flies when you're drunk. So St. Patrick's Day happens. Oh my gosh, there's so much to talk about St. Patrick's Day. The day before St. Patrick's Day, Chandler and I made Borgs.
We showed it.
We fully decorated them. They were so cute. Like jewels colored on them. Then, because the night... Did we drink the night? Oh, you were in... Ohio the night before.
Yeah.
You were on
Oxford,
Thursday night.
Ohio, University of Miami, shout out.
You were there, and then I was here. Did I drink the night before? Ashley was here.
Yeah, you guys had like a little wine night, right?
Yeah. And then I was a little drunk, and then I woke up, and I was like, I'm going to start drinking at 10 a.m. Mm-hmm. But then I didn't do that until like 1 p.m. or something, whenever you got back. I woke up, started taking shots, we started drinking.
Like 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm about to...
Ooh.
I've been burping a lot lately.
Burp.
Burping and heartburn. But we started drinking around 11, drinking from our Borgs. And then we just chatted for a long time. One of my best friends, Mia, came from IU to visit.
Love Mia.
She was on spring break, so she was like, hey, y'all. I was like, yep. Chandler left because he had to fucking work for school.
Literally work for school, not even for pay.
Nah, I didn't.
Not even like slinging my puss, like literally working for pay. Not even working for pay.
Working for nothing.
Walking in the rain.
No, literally, you were working.
Yeah. No,
so
fuck that.
and then Mia and I, the last thing I remember is like right before, like you left.
Yeah.
Mia was here. I was drunk. Mia and I ended up going to this house party for like barely 30 minutes. Don't remember a single second of it.
Yeah.
Came back here I guess after we came back here, because I had a sandwich because it was laying out when I got back.
Mm-hmm.
After we had a sandwich, we went to Brothers. Mia and I got...
Still working, y'all. I'm still working.
He's still working this whole time. Mia and I went... Because Mia's underage. Sorry. That's how much it is. Mia and I went to Brothers, which is one of the bars. We sit down. We get a salad, a side of fries, and one pitcher. It was $40. So we were sitting there and just kikiing, and then... We stayed there for a few hours, and then a couple hours, and then you got there. Because we're eating...
late.
We were eating, one fry at a time.
Fully worked, and then took a nap, and then came over.
Yeah. We were eating, one fry at a time, being so slow. Mia got in. We were just drinking for a while, then we went to dance. All of a sudden, we were dancing.
Can I tell this part?
I feel a tap on my leg. Yeah, no, I turn around.
Yeah. She turns around. I turn around. The whole bar turns around, bitch. And all of a sudden, there's a circle. These bitches are on the ground, pulling hair, throwing punches, fully, brawling on the ground, like world slut.
Like world slut on the ground.
And, on at it, we were grunting. The whole bar was silent, but the music was still playing, if that makes sense. It was crazy. This girl... She was on the bottom. She was on the ground. She was getting her shit pummeled. She was getting her shit, rocked. And the girl on top was beating her ass with a Doc Marten. Fully kicking...
in the teeth.
Fully kicking her face in with a damn Doc Marten. You know them steel-toe boots. And, there's videos about it. But she was getting there. She got picked up by some guy. She broke free. Got one last,
kick in.
Good kick in.
Oh, good one. Right in the mouth.
Straight to the jaw. Straight to the jaw. And then she left.
And that one bitch pulled back up.
No, we were like, girl.
The girl on the bottom pulled back up to the bar.
No, for real. We said she got her shit rocked. No way she's coming back. We saw her at the bar looking for her wallet, playing pool, buying drinks.
I was like, what is she doing?
And then we saw her at the next bar too, wild.
Well, okay, so the next bar we go to, Mia is 20.
Mm-hmm.
So, and she really wasn't drinking at the bar. She had like one drink.
Yeah, she was like sensibly sober.
Yeah. So we go to the next bar. I walk in first, hand them my ID. I go stand by the bar because it wasn't busy at that time because it was still relatively like 11 maybe. And Mia walks in. The guy was like, "I'll be right back," and because she had a fake, and he was like, she looked at me and she was like, "What do we do?" And I was like, "I don't know." She's like, "Should we go?" And I was like, "If you want to."
The worst fake on mankind. The worst.
Like, it's peeling.
Like, imagine the worst fake you've ever seen times 10. That's the fake ID she had.
Like, fully
West Virginia.
Like, it was so bad.
So bad.
And then she like, "Should we go?" I was like, "No," because I was drunk, and I was like, "You can get in." And I was like, "Maybe we should." So we just left. And then Chandler and Carter were still outside. So we just walked home. It was freezing.
So cold. Like, damn near sleeting.
Oh, it was bad. We came back here. We drank from our Borg. Mia gets a text from her aunt.
Phantom.
Her aunt Phantom. She's like, "I'm at the bar." She's
Phantom
like, "I'm at the chug."
Phantom like ghost, y'all. Like ghost.
Yeah, like Phantom Ghost. And then she's like, "I can get you in." Mia was like, "You promise?" Because it's like a 15-20 minute walk from here.
Like it's not close, but it's not far.
Yeah, and it was like, hold up.
Ooh.
Did I keep choking? Oh, my spit.
Oof. Not the ice mountain.
I love Ice Mountain. It's my favorite.
Y'all roast her.
No, people will agree with me. Spring water's the best.
Whatever.
It was like sleeting at that point, so we were like, "Do we go?" Blah blah blah. Hold on, I need another drink of this because I'm my spit is like not it. And then, so we start walking there. We text Phantom when we get there, and Phantom was like, "Girls, come here." I don't know where you and Carter went.
Random ass bathroom.
Okay. We were standing on the steps before we went to the chug, and she goes, "Stick with me. Follow me." And just walks right in. She was like, "Move." And, like, we're like... Mia gets in, and then Phantom buys us a shot, buys Mia a beer, and then all these... Phantom's, like, 40s, probably. Yeah. She's with a couple other 40-year-olds. Like, a couple 40-year-old men. They start trying to chat with me, and they were like, "How old are you?" And I was like, "I'm 22. And they're like, "Oh, so you're really young." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm a senior here." So that's when I text Chandler. I was like, "Where are you at? I'm scared." And then the night just goes downhill from there. Mm-hmm. It just
McDouble made an appearance.
We went to the back bar, got a drink, came back. Mia's aunt was still there. Yeah. I don't know what happened. And then we were all kind of sitting in a semicircle type thing. And then all of a sudden, I'm standing there and I hear this annoying little voice screaming in my face that says, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
I black out in rage because why would you yell that in my face?
Fully, like, imagine Sammy from Jersey Shore. That's what Riley was giving them.
I turned to him and because he yelled "fuck you" in my face. I turned and I was like, "Fuck you. No, actually, I'm gonna fuck you up." And then all of a sudden Carter's pulling me back. You're pushing him out the door. Mm-hmm. And he stayed there, like, he was just stalling.
No, I was pushing. I was ready to fucking
fight. He
bitch.
was not moving.
One thing about me, I'm ready for a bar fight. And I was very ready that night.
And I was like, well, and then I was, like, obviously upset because it was my situationship. Mm-hmm. And I was like, why would you yell "fuck you" at me? Like, that's so rude and disrespectful. Yeah. Especially after you send me a Snapchat of you being in another girl's bed, like, 2 hours before. So, obviously, and I left him on open prior than that because he was like, I'm at Brothers, it's packed. Bitch, shut up. Shut up. I'm here right now, babe. Shut up. And then he was like, "What?" He Snapchatted me. He's like, "What?" And I was like, "Why would you yell that at me?" And he's like, "I was just saying hi."
No.
I'm glad I was ghetto about that, too. Fuck you. No, actually, I'm going to fuck you up. Have fun, be ghetto, be safe. That's what oh my god, Mia, I went to the bathroom because I was crying after he yelled at me. I went to the bathroom, was taking a full shit. Mia's aunt looks over the staunches, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "Are you shitting?" I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "You're awesome."
Shitting at the bar. She was like,
"Are you dropping one?" And I was like,
Yeah,
She's
some
like, you're
dropping
so...
wine.
Okay, I couldn't help it. Like, I had to shit. Like, bad.
No, you needed to.
And then we went back, we sat at a table. I was, like, a little upset for a minute, and then we started dancing, and I was like, I'm fine, actually. I was just being dramatic.
No, we danced the night away. We did a little Cupid Shuffle. We did a little...
Cupid Shuffle.
You can dance.
I don't know. And just the fact that Mia was there, like, really was odd.
Definitely. Yeah.
I don't remember what happened after that.
I walked home. You walked home.
Yeah, we
I
walked
actually
home.
ended up at my house
the
that
next
night.
day, but what happened the next day?
Nothing. I had to work.
Oh, you worked and then you came over, and then I bought a bottle of wine.
Sure did.
And we
Is
were
that
just,
when we watched Hunger Games?
Yeah, and then you opened up your water bottle because you thought it was full of wine, and it was just water.
Oh, fully thought that shit was full of wine. So excited and have to drop a bag on a bottle of wine, and that shit was water. If you could have seen the disappointment on my fucking face.
Because he was like, I got wine in this, you go get your bottle of wine, be back, we'll watch Hunger Games.
Like, fully, I didn't go to the liquor store because I was like, girl, I got it. Like, don't even give me no wine. Like,
you're
girl,
like, it smells like
it.
wine, it's wine.
Yeah. That shit was watered. That was water with the little drop of wine on it.
Little tint of wine in the can.
Yeah.
Like, it was water.
Right. Like, fully fuck that. And then we watched Hunger Games, and we decided that we were too old to go out again.
Yeah, we're like, we can't do this whole weekend thing.
No. We're just too grown, y'all. We're too grown to be having, like, 4-night benders like that.
I can't anymore. I'm way too elderly.
I'm just old. My bones ache.
Like, I don't... What happened last week? Did we do anything? Last Tuesday, we went to Mud Club.
Fractured arms.
Oh, my God. Okay, what happened Tuesday, though? Ashlyn was super drunk. Yeah.
No.
Yes, at Mud Club.
Ashlyn we didn't go out on Thursday.
Yeah, we did, because that's when Ella fell.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Because, so Tuesday we went out to Mud Club. My roommate went out. She hadn't been out in a while, and she got so drunk. It was so funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fully throwing her mugs on the floor because she just, like, didn't have control over her arms. I was like, girl. It was so funny. And then we were like, okay. And then we're like, we're not going out Thursday.
Mm-hmm. And
then one of our friends texted me, and because she doesn't usually go out with us, but she was like, hey, if you guys are still going out, I'd love to go out with you guys. So I texted Chandler, and I was like, what if we just, like, did a little?
What if we just, like, went out just for a minute?
What if it's just, like, a little? So we did. We just pre-gamed here, went out, and then one of the girls that we were with fell. Well, 2 of them fell.
Hard, y'all.
But,
think about if you held a pencil up straight and then that shit just fell over. That's how the fall was.
It was, and she was just running away. We went to Chava's, which is this Mexican restaurant by the bars, and they were like, we're taking cash only.
We were like, fuck. We went to, like, so many ATMs. They said, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
We ran away for a minute.
We did.
I was kind of glad we did because I couldn't handle it.
Yeah. It was a lot. And little did we know, like, half the group went to go, like, tuck her into bed, the girl that fell. Tuck her into bed. And we were just like, whatever, we're Kiki. And, like, bitch, we're gonna go get food, like, whatever.
We went to Jimmy John's.
Next day, we figure out she fractured her damn arm. She fell so hard.
Fall.
We had no idea. We had no clue it was that bad. Girl wasn't even crying. No tears or nothing. She was just like,
ugh, and then got up. Her arm in a sling.
Fully. With a cast. She's getting a real cast next week.
Ugh, girl.
So it was just wild. And then we were just like, girl, maybe we need to chill out. But here we are.
Yeah,
here we are making this damn podcast.
But listen, are either of us ever the problem?
Never.
I'm sorry.
Never.
Like, it's not that falling and being super drunk is a problem. But
no, because that's fun every once in a while.
Yeah, but, like, we never cause a huge, like, drama mess.
No.
Not that it's I don't know what the correct... We are never, like, messy like that.
No. Like, we're never the ones that need to be carried home, I would say.
Like, we're fine.
We may be stumbling. We may fall a couple times. But, girl, don't pick me up.
No.
Girl, don't pick me up.
There was, like, one time... I don't even know if you were there. It was, like, one time... Like, the only one time I've been really bad... And, like, I was on all fours outside and Carter was watching me throw up.
Yeah.
Actually, there's another time I threw up really bad. But,
there's nights where I've done up.
There's just, like, at the beginning of the year, I was outside in the grass on all fours. Ashley was there. I don't know when it was. I was throwing up violently. I looked back at Carter and I was like, Carter, never bring this up. Like, so crazy. And then, oh my god, I think it was during my era.
Oh.
I think it was during that era.
Y'all, worst era, worst
Sorry,
era.
sorry. It was just an era when I was, like, making out with one of our friends for a minute.
It's okay.
Every time we got drunk, we would just make out.
It's fine.
It's whatever.
Yeah, that be happening.
Whatever. I did that, and then one time me, you, Ashton, and Carter went to the bars and then went to Hotbox, and I had to walk outside and throw up by the dumpster severely.
Yeah.
Because that was the Four Loko night.
Oh,
we had a Four Loko.
We peed by the dumpster, too.
That was a different night. It was just me, you, and Carter.
Ooh, yeah.
But then the next week, I went out there and puked.
Yeah.
Like, severely. And I was like, Ashlyn, you don't have to stay here.
We had a couple bender weekends, and that's okay.
Ew.
Seniors in college,
Oh, my
baby.
gosh. But listen to this. Last Tuesday, after Mud Club,
Okay.
we went out. The next day, we wake up so hungover. I wake up in my room. I walk out. Chandler's still on the couch. I was like, solid. Let's just chat. Because it was like 10:45, 11.
Yeah.
At that point. We sit on the couch. We're talking for a while. And I was like, oh, I'm tired. Like, I didn't say that out loud. And then Chandler was like, what if we, like, took a nap? And we fell asleep till, like, what, 3?
3. Yes.
3? We were
fully
sleeping
slept, like, 4 more
couch.
hours. 5 more hours.
And then Chandler went home, and I was like, I still want mac and cheese. Chandler picks me up. Guess where we go?
Golden Corral.
We drove like 20-30 minutes for Golden Corral.
We fully used like quarter tank of gas damn near.
For Golden Corral. We paid $19 each.
Oh, yeah.
But
Fuck
listen,
that.
we had like, okay, so we started with a little salad. The salad was good.
Little egg,
I liked the salad.
It was good,
Like,
yeah.
I would just get a salad.
Yeah.
And then we went to the beginning, and it was like, what did I get? I got like a few mushrooms. That was the texture of penis.
Ugh.
It was not, and then like the green bean casserole was good.
Yeah.
I don't remember what else. I got mac and cheese.
You had those fried
okra. We got fried okra.
That's fine.
It was okay. It just tasted like zucchini, but barely.
Yeah.
It was like all fine.
Yeah, nothing was delicious.
And then I got like fried chicken. The skin on the chicken was good, and then I started peeling the meat back, and it was like bloody, like not really bloody, but like, you know, the dark purple kind of. Yeah. It just grossed me out, so I couldn't finish it.
And why that on fried chicken?
And it's because I love fried chicken. Oh, I love fried chicken. But we had some broccoli cheddar soup. It was pretty good.
The soup was fire.
What else did we get?
Especially with a little cracker moment.
Yeah. We got a baked potato. And
I got ice cream with gummy bears and cotton candy.
We got some... the ice cream was, like, good. I wanted vanilla, though.
That's fine. Yeah, the vanilla ice cream machine broke. And then I got cotton candy, and we were like, okay, Bessie, we gotta go.
We got taco stuff, too.
Yeah, taco. Yeah, we got little loaded tacos. Again,
it was gross.
That
was the worst part, I think.
I think the cheese was just not.
The cheese was hard. The potato, low-key, was one of the best parts.
Y'all, the baked potato bar was fire.
I think that
gas was hitting.
I think that I should have gotten a salad and a baked potato.
Yeah.
And I would have been fine.
Definitely. But you paid $19. So
yeah, I know. We just tried everything, and we just kept going back in.
Yeah. So we left quickly.
And we're in Anderson, and Anderson is, like, not the best area.
No, literally ugly, nasty ghetto, like, ratchet. Especially this Golden Corral.
The demographic is so specific.
No, very. And we had 30 minutes, basically, to drive home.
To go home.
And I had to go straight to rehearsal. We get in the car, and we start driving, and we're like, I get gas. And we're like,
immediately.
Oh, fuck.
Our tummies hurt.
Tummy boiling. Tummy bubbling.
It was like Chandler stepped outside to, like, pump the gas. I had to lean the seat back because my stomach was already rumbling. And this gas station was, like, a minute away from Golden Corral.
Yeah. Like, we had only got a minute away. And we were just like, fuck, girl. Like, we have to shit. And even if we would have realized that at Golden Corral, we would not have shit at
that bathroom.
Like, girl, we be shitting, but we have class.
Yeah.
Like,
we're classy about our shit.
Not Golden Corral, no. So, we pull our bootstraps up for the 30-minute drive home.
And you went the back roads too. I was like low-key pissed about that because I was like, I need to get there fast.
The highway.
I know.
The highway's like a 2-minute difference.
I know, but in my head I was like, ugh.
Like, put us on the highway. But anyway, we hit every bump.
No, the road was bumpy.
Y'all, we were crossing our damn legs.
But my feet, every bone in my body was crossed.
Yeah. We were crossing our damn legs. Trying not to shit ourselves.
I was doing like. But then that started making it worse because it made stuff in my tummy move around.
And we had to shit so bad we were laughing.
I was like sweating profusely because I was so hot. I was holding my butthole was clenched.
Damn near shitting ourselves.
We were on like my street. Chandler hits a bump because there's like hella potholes.
She lives on like frat row. Like
yeah, we're on frat row. Chandler hits a pothole. I let a fart fly. Like, it wasn't loud or anything, but it just slipped. I was like, I'm so sorry. As soon as he pulls in, like, you barely stopped. I was unbuckled, jumping out of the car, ran inside, pooped for, like, a solid 20 minutes.
No,
like, nonstop. Literally,
same. After I dropped her off, I went straight to rehearsal, and I pulled into the parking garage. I ran to the nearest building. Bathroom closed. Okay, this is me fully limping, looking like... My fucking ankle is broken, holding my shit. Walked across the road. Finally got into a bathroom. Fully shitted for 20 minutes. I expelled everything out of my body that day. And I texted my friends, I said, y'all, I'm be late. I'm be late to the function. Like, girl, I gotta shit.
Well, and once I shit, I was good for a minute.
Yeah,
probably an hour. Yeah. But then I was like, what?
But then Miss Diarrhea, she said, hey, girl.
She said, hey.
She said,
I swear it was that taco stuff. It was nasty.
It was that solid cheese. Oh. But that was last week, y'all. We're better. Are we better?
No, I'm still the medicine one makes my stomach hurt.
We both had Taco Bell literally
today.
Yeah, today. So
I had a Crunchwrap Supreme and a Fiesta potato or whatever it's called, the cheese and sour cream and potatoes. You know.
Yeah, Fiesta.
And a Baja Blast.
Yeah. No, fuck all that. We got IBS and we just ignore it.
Well, and then so I went home for mommy time on Friday. I missed my mom so bad. I went home, and then I was supposed to be back Sunday, but I didn't do that. And then Monday I came back, and I was like, okay, I'm going to make it to class.
Yeah.
Guys, I didn't make it to class. I left, and if I would have left and, went straight there, I would have made it. But I was driving, and my stomach hurt, and I was like, I'm going to stop and get, at this McDonald's, and get an orange iced tea, because I feel like that would cure me.
Yeah.
I pull in, I was like, hi, can I get an orange iced tea? And then I was like, wait, a McChicken too. And then, so I pay for my food. Get to the window when they're handing me it. The girl was like, she had an accent. And she's like, we don't have it. And I was like, what? And I thought she was asking me, how many drinks. Mm-hmm. And I was like, just one large orange iced tea. And she's like, we don't have it. And I just still didn't understand for some reason. And I was like, just one.
Yeah.
And, this conversation fucking went on for a minute. I wasn't listening. I don't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you don't have, I just paid for it. And she's like, what do you want? Do you want a Coke? And I was like, I'll just take a Sprite. And then I was like, I also have a McChicken. She goes, we don't have it. I was like, what? So she hands me a plain cheeseburger, whatever. I was pissed.
I'd be pissed.
And then, so I ate that on my ride. And then I got to Anderson area. It was a mile away.
Yeah.
Tummy rolls. Oof. My tummy's rolling. Oof. So I was like, dang it, am I going to have to shit at Anderson? So I get off at the exit.
Right next to Cracker Barrel. I go to this, Speedway first. Mm-hmm. Walk inside. No bathroom. It's a small gas station, no bathroom. I was like, ugh. So I drive, 2 or 3 blocks away. Go to this next, I don't remember maybe a BP? Rickers or something? I don't know. No bathroom. Ugh. Again. So, I get back in my car. I'm, about to start sobbing. I text Chandler, and I was like, no way. I'm at 2 bathrooms. No. I go to this next Speedway, and I was like, please. Walk. It was huge, first of all. The lights were, all off, and it was really strange in there. Ran to the bathroom. Shitted
so bad.
Everywhere.
Like, literally, like, a solid 5.
Fully shit, girl.
My dad, to the point, because my dad tracks me, and he was like, are you okay? Like, to that point. And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. And then I got back in my car, and by the time I got back in my car, I left my house at, like, 10:45. It takes less than an hour to get here from my parents' house. It was, like, 12:15, and my class had already started. Because I went to McDonald's, and I had to stop. I was like, I'm not making it to class. And I didn't get back here till, like, 1.
Yeah.
And I was like, be so real. Like, I was so mad.
I know. No, I get that. I didn't have to shit on my way back from mommy time, but, like, it was very needed.
I was like, so you're telling me I could have had a whole day of mommy time and, like...
For real.
Not had to rush back here. Instead I shit. Because I miss my mom and dad so much. Like,
no, y'all, you don't even get it. Like, once you begin the senior year, like...
I'm like, Mom.
Miss your mommy.
Even though, like, I'm about to live with my parents once I graduate.
Yeah, it's just like, no, I need mommy time.
No, it's just like, I just miss my parents. And I value them a lot more than I used to.
Definitely.
Just because I feel safe at their house and I'm just stupid here.
No, literally.
But that's a whole other conversation.
Yeah. Well, I feel like maybe we talked y'all ears off.
Maybe we talked leave a comment where we should go to lunch tomorrow.
No, literally.
We're thinking Cracker Barrel,
we're thinking about Cracker
or
Barrel.
Bob Evans.
Maybe we do the podcast at Bob Evans or Cracker.
How do we do a podcast at Bob Evans?
Be like, oh my god, my pancakes just came.
well, maybe we do a podcast Thursday.
We'll talk. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We'll do one soon. I'll try to edit this and see what we can get from this.
Yeah,
but that's just like an update of our life.
No, literally. But thanks you guys.
Oh my god.
This shit's so long.
Okay. Love you guys.
For,
signing off.
Yeah.
This was Riley. I hope you guys liked this episode.
And this is Chandler. We love you so much.
Love you. Bye.
See you next time.
See you next time. Bye.